Okay guys, welcome to Blender. So today we're going to be making a sweets jar. So let's go ahead and delete the default cube, and we're going to go ahead and add in a cylinder. Now, if we just take off the screencasting keys just for 1 second, I'll show you a little trick with cylinders, because my screencasting keys are over the top of them. So if you see this little box right here, the bottom left hand corner, yep, just click it open. You'll see the vertices right here that we have 32 around the edge. All you need to do, or at least I would like you to do, is you can reduce these, you can put these up. I would put these up because the detail is just a lot better, I think. So we're going to shade this smooth right here. So let's go to edit mode. We'll take this top face right here, and we're just going to go ahead and make a sweets bowl. That's kind of a basic shape. I'm just going to go ahead with screencasting keys again so you guys can see what I'm doing, and maybe we'll go on to side view, which is 1 on the number pad, or if you need to, go to view, viewpoint, and then you have all these views on the side right here. So we're going to start with the top right here. Let's go G, bring this down. I'm just going to go E for extrude, scale this out, E for extrude, scale this out, E for extrude, we'll scale out again, E for extrude, scale out, and then we're just going to go and scale this out as we need to until we get to roughly about the top where our bowl will finish off. So we're going to go E for extrude, and what you want to do, we're going to make a little bevel. So let's go S for scale, E for extrude again, keep it where it is, S for scale, bring it in, so you get a little lip. We'll go on to the X-ray toggle mode just at the top here, and then we're going to go E for extrude and bring this in, and then maybe scale this in just a little bit to make this a little bit thicker, and then E for extrude, bring it all the way down, and just follow those contour lines just on the inside, and make this a little bit more thicker at the bottom because this is going to be glass. So let's go roughly about there. I'm going to go and tip the bottom right here and select the base face, which is this one. Let's go E for extrude, scale it in, and then E for extrude, just give it that little bevel and then scale inwards with that kind of nice little scoop right there. So this is our bowl that we're going to be using. We've already right click shade smooth, so great. Let's go ahead to materials tab, new material. This will be the glass bowl. And essentially what we're going to do is change this to glass. So principal BSDF, switched out to glass BSDF, turn down the roughness, and you should have something that looks like this. Switch out your render engine from Eevee to Cycles if you haven't already. And we're going to add a plane just to kind of pop that glass a little bit more. And then I'm going to take the glass and just move it upwards so that it's sat nicely on the plane. Just tilt. And we should have it about there, I would say. Yeah, just about there. So now you have this nice little glass that's going on. You can alter the glass with the IOR if you'd like. If you don't like the reflection, you can make it a little bit more round. You can make it darker. Totally up to you. I'm going to keep mine like this, I think. It's got that nice reflection inside. Okay, so the next bit that we're going to do is make some sweets. Now the sweets are probably going to be really basic just for this tutorial because, you know, you can go ahead and make your own shape of sweets. So let's go with cylinder. Let's go G. I'm going to go ahead and just elongate this a little bit. Shade smooth. And I'm going to make a selection of these sweets. So with this one, let's go ahead and we'll go edit mode. I'm going to take the top and the bottom. Let's select the bottom as well, holding shift. E for extrude, leave it where it is. S to scale. And then we're going to go S and pull it downwards. So we've got this nice little concave going on. E for extrude again, leave it where it is. And then S to scale, but we're going to go inwards. And then S to scale again. And just bring it out just as such. So these just look like little kind of rolls or something like that. So what we can do at this point is we can go to Materials tab, we'll click New. I'm going to go with, maybe we can go with a purple suite on this one. Shading tab. And we could put some patterns on here. So we could go like add, let's go texture. We could do any of these textures really. You've got noise texture, magic texture. Magic texture, I mean, if you want to use this, it's kind of like this. You know, it's totally up to you. I mean, magic texture looks quite... Actually, yeah, you know what? Magic texture looks quite good for sweets. Let's go with magic texture. Let's add a color ramp. Just in the middle here. Someone's house alarm's going off apparently. If you guys can hear that. Let's go with kind of like a really blue kind of tone. Turn that up a bit. Adjust the depth to 7. Bring that blue across. So you've got some striped sweets. And then what I can do with this is let's call this blue sweet. Or blue candy. Or whatever. Let's duplicate this over. Duplicate the material. So now it'll change to blue sweet 01. Let's go with red sweet or candy. Dependent. Change this blue to a nice red. We'll go ahead, do the same again to a third one. Duplicate. Let's go orange. Change this to orange. We could do another one of these, like a green one maybe. I don't know. It's your design, whatever you want. Let's do green on that one, and then we will... Let's make this brighter, actually, a little bit. Okay, so now we've got our 4 sweets. We're going to scale these down, so they're nice and sweet size. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep those as a reference at the side, and then we'll start to put the sweets into the bowl. So, essentially, you're going to want to... It's going to be a little bit of a task, to be honest with you. With these sweets, you're going to have to do a little bit of jiggling around. Let's go Shift D. And we'll go ahead and place these sweets inside of the bowl. So with sweets, they generally kind of randomize. And I mean, you could drop them in with physics if you wanted to. I mean, it is an option if you wanted to do physics. We could try physics. But I don't know whether it'd work, to be honest with you. Not with 4 of them. It'd be a lot of fiddling with it. Let's go ahead and just try and fill this a little bit. So you just kind of want them to sit just above the glass. And then we'll kind of get 2 rows in here. Maybe we could rotate these ones slightly. And then G to bring this up. Oops. Yeah, okay. Let's go with side view. Let's go back to layout. Side view. Got our little sweets there. Let's go on the X-ray so we can see what's going on. Let's select our sweets. Deselect the bowl. And then we can kind of start positioning the center bits. Yeah, we could go with that. If you guys saw that, just kind of pause. Okay, so let's go with that. Take all of these, deselect the bowl. Shift D. Move this upward. We could go actually press G and just move this to the side. And then you could do like another side there. It doesn't really matter if it kind of overlaps in the middle, as long as they don't overlap on top and you can't see them, then that's fine. Let's take this one. Let's go Shift D. I think this one's actually outside of the boundaries, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go with rotate. Just kind of give them their own little characteristics. I'm gonna take these three actually. So this one, and this one. Just click off that bowl, and then maybe just oh, sugar. I didn't mean to press T. Let's rotate that to this side. Okay, so when we've got this, it's kind of like all the sweets are in one place here. So what I'm going to do is let's grab this one, let's go G, bring this forward, let's rotate, and then rotate. You're just kind of going to have to put these in as is. Just kind of make side right there. Rotate that down a little bit. Rotate that in. These ones that are intersecting on top, just move those out of the way. Go and rotate that kind of downwards. Just gonna move that to the side actually. Let's put that above. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the ones that are kind of facing forward. So you got that nice little variation going on. Oh my god, how many do I have? Sorry. Oh, sugar. No pun intended. Right, so when we've got the bowl like this, we should be able to see through the glass with all the sweets on the inside. I mean, you guys could like move some of these around and kind of make them look a little bit more sweet-like. Let's go ahead and just mess around with the IOR real quick. Make sure that you don't have any that are sticking out the side as well, like these two are. Just delete those. Okay, so let's go ahead, put some more lighting in here. I think we have a couple of them that are intersecting, and I can see it as I'm rotating it. You see all this section in the middle that's kind of going fuzzy? I can see it. Let's go ahead and delete that. I think we've got some crossovers, that's what's going on. Yeah, we got some bad crossovers up here. So, I mean, you could go ahead and move these up if you wanted to, just press G. You see how all the colours are changing right there? That's generally indication of a crossover. So, let's go ahead. Press G, bring them up, bring them to the side. Just rotate them round to where you need them to be. See what I mean? Like I'm pulling colours out of here that you couldn't see. Let's rotate this one about there. Yay! Oh, this should be a game of guess the colour. I should pull this up. You ready? You ready? Guess the colour. G? Oh, it's green. Okay, you ready for the next round? You ready? Fingers on buzzers. Guess the colour. Okay, and I think we're gonna have one here, so let's go. Let's go, let's go. Guess the colour. Green. We got a green one. It's actually green. Guess the colour. Blue. I'm not really giving you time there. That's not really fair, is it? I think we have like so many blue. Oh my gosh, my hand's gone numb. Right. Next round, guess the colour. Red. There we go. Let's sort this out to a point. My gosh. So many. I mean, you could just leave it as that, really. Get rid of that green, it's sticking outside. So yeah, there you are. Little bowl full of sweets. Might be a small bowl. They look pretty big, they look pretty big as sweets. But yeah, if you've got, you know, time and stuff like that, you can kind of perfect these and you can make like little wrappers and stuff like that. You know, maybe I'll cover wrappers actually. That's a really good tutorial to do. I'm going to start with crackers. Crackers are really nice to make. And then like Christmas crackers kind of thing. So if you make Christmas crackers and you can kind of master that, sweet wrappers aren't too dissimilar. You just need a little bit more sculpting to them. So yeah, if you guys liked this tutorial, please subscribe and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.